Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Krista here to do the general forecast for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is for the month of January 2019. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope that you enjoyed your 2018 December reading in addition to your love reading. So following your general reading today, you can look forward to your love, romance, and creativity reading for January 2019. All right, so messages for Leo, January 2019. Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and Leo Rising signs. January 2019 for Leo. Well, we had the Three of Air, a little bit of brokenheartedness there. Maybe what doesn't kill you makes you stronger here, but it's hard to see the big picture. There could be a message for someone or a group of Leos for the month of January. We'll also see if it shows up in your reading today. Messages for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, January 2019. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Here we go. So as I always do, bottom of the deck energy. So a big switch is available for you here. Here we have the world is your oyster. What do you really want? It's a really good time this month, Leo, to focus on what you really, really want, because this is going to be made available to you. It is also a nice reminder to get your head back on track. Get your head and your heart back in the game toward what you want and what you expect out of life, and to avoid drama, avoid getting wrapped up. Avoid troubles and problems. Look at all those swords there. Yep. Yeah, and a judgment call, a second chance. Could be dealing with an Aquarius here. This is in your home, your work environment, so you could be working with an Aquarius as a person, and then you could be dealing with a Sagittarius here as well. So yeah, 3 major arcanas out of basically we're dealing with 6 cards, so half of your spread. Pretty intense energy, a lot of really nice opportunity here. So extraordinary healing. What do you really want? You better focus on that. If you truly want something in particular or specific in life, it's time to go for gold. And a second chance here. This is, the phoenix. This is rising up in the face of challenge or overcoming challenge. And then, of course, like I said, we had the 3 of Swords pop out as I was shuffling there, a little bit of brokenheartedness, and then it's followed, right, with the 4 and the 5 here. So taking a rest here in the home, resting your mind over something. Maybe this is what's going to help lead you to making very positive and impactful decisions that lead you to where you want to go. And then, of course, this, conflict. So make sure that you're not stuck in your head. This is the unexpected here. Don't let your own thoughts become your own worst enemy. You really want to help yourself out here. So you're being given a second chance. You don't want to pass that up, because here in this beautiful Knight of Water, you have, there's a hopeless romantic here. There's someone who has a lot of love to give, a lot of love to share. Someone who's probably seeking the ideal partnership, for example. It could be business, home, creativity, really whatever partnership is most prominent in your life at this time of the viewing, but a message of love. But again, the hopeless romantic. So this, depending on what you're experiencing right now, this could work for you or work against you. So just because if there's some, heady conflict or mental conflict here, or a need for a rest period, and then this unexpected sense of this swirling thoughts, this combative self-narratives, ideology, belief system, understanding, communication, okay, anything that's going on in your mind, or that you're communicating or not communicating for that matter, this is going to lead to conflict, which is the unexpected level of the month for you. So this, in my view, is where you kind of want to give yourself relief. You want to give yourself relief from this and maybe show a lot of heart. Give yourself a lot of nurturing and unconditional love at this time. Be really patient with yourself right here. So let's get into each card in its position. In the star, as I mentioned, is in your work environment. So this is a really nice healing card, a lot of healing energies here. This is also being able to take a step back from something. You could find relief in the workplace from a situation that's causing you harm or distress at this time. Maybe you work in a healing environment. Maybe you work as a therapist or as a healer or around healers, admin or so forth within healing environments. But the workplace really is a place where you can shine, do some healing work, find help. Perhaps this is the work you need to do on yourself. So the healing properties here in the star card in the home, in the work environment position could be where you need to do the bulk of your work. So self-healing, compassion, nurturing. You want to get out of the head, okay, in as much as possible for the month of January, Leo, and you want to come from a heart space toward healing, okay? This is your work for your personal endeavor this month, because your mind needs to be put to rest about something here. This is what's going on at home. So communication, belief systems, ideologies, again, self-narratives, okay, concepts, stories, these things that we have going through our heads, for example. This needs to be put to rest. So here in the home, if there's been any conflict, or if something's not coming out clearly or not being made clear to you, perhaps put it aside for the time being. Maybe that's not as important as getting yourself back on track or doing some healing work here for yourself. And this will come around, right? You'll begin to communicate. You'll begin to feel more confident intellectually and mentally here. But I do think in a home environment, you do need to give your mind and your thoughts, maybe even communication, a little break to focus on your healing. Like I said, here's the unexpected. Here's where there's going to be that conflict. Now, as you know, 6 always follows 5. So the beautiful point of this card is that you do have the opportunity to reach equilibrium. That is what is desired at this time. 6 of Swords, as you know, is sailing away from things that don't work for you anymore, but taking the lessons with you so that you don't repeat old behaviors. But of course, we need to go through these processes first before you can sail away from something difficult. But ultimately, yeah, this is communication or belief system, self-narrative, something that's going on that's conflicting or not helping you at this time. This is a really nice area, for example, like I said, to do that healing work or consider doing that healing work. Maybe getting out of your own way would be another way to frame that. We did look at this momentarily. Your role in the situation, absolutely nurturing, the sense, the hopeless romantic. This is a really soft-hearted card. There's a really lot of soft-hearted energy here. There's the ability to speak to the heart or speak to someone else's heart to really help yourself out here. And if someone has a message coming to you where you were being, dealing with internal conflict or maybe a sense of mental distress here, it could be that someone, the role in the situation that's going to heal that is someone that you let in who's going to help nurture, or you take charge of that, okay? This could also be someone who's younger than you, who is a water sign, a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces individual. Even if it's not chronologically aged, someone who you consider to be a little bit youthful. And like I said, we have this beautiful ending. This is your time. This is your chance now, Leo. Okay? Judgment call. This is judgment, right? This is the condition by which at the end of the month you have the ability and the support, okay? The support and the ability to turn things around towards the direction of your goals and dreams. But it almost feels like you need to, well, it doesn't feel like it. It says here that you need to get past something that's troubling you. It's no accident that the Three of Swords jumped out while I was shuffling, and the 4 and the 5 showed up in the actual spread. This is a more likely than not an internal or mental conflict for you. Belief system, ideology, communication, however you want to frame that. It's something that's going on in your own mind. This is weaving. We all know the story about the spider. Be careful what you're weaving isn't to deceive. I'm going to even leave someone else out of it at this time. I don't know if this has as much to do with another individual as much as it has to do with yourself. Even if another individual is involved at this time, it would be wise to focus 100% on yourself at this time. I don't think you need to reject or neglect someone else, but it would be a really nice time in the month of January, for example, to another adult. Obviously, if you're a parent, do not neglect your duties. But from adults to adult, it might be a nice time to love yourself enough to recognize how much nurturing and compassion you need at this time toward your own healing. Combativeness is not a tool by which you want to go about that. You need rest in the home, rest of communication, rest of the mind, peace of mind. So take a look at what is being woven here. What's being woven? What story? What issues? Okay, something that has probably been there for a while that needs to be switched up. And you have another chance to do this. So be careful that what you're weaving isn't to deceive yourself. Other people will figure it out, but put yourself first this month. And then freedom. Yeah, you deserve freedom. You need a way out of this internalized, and it could even be lonely. You could be not maybe expressing this to too many people, or to someone who's in a position to help you in the best way possible. But really put yourself first this month. This could be an opportunity for you to shine as well. Maybe there's another chance to do this. You could be on the world stage, and you need to nurture yourself through some of this process where you're putting yourself down or not convinced that you are in the right position or role for what you need to accomplish at this time, but it's saying that you are. This is not only where you're supposed to be, you're given another opportunity to do this. So find some freedom in that. Find some freedom away from self-limiting behavior, but most of all, those thoughts and beliefs. And I'm wishing you all the best, Leo. Take excellent care of yourself. Look forward to your romance reading that is next. Bye for now.